A former Tulsa police officer serving time for manslaughter wants his conviction thrown out. Shannon Kepler was convicted of killing his daughter's boyfriend after 4 trials.
Now his daughter says she forgives her father. NewsChannel 8's Ethan Hutchins has the interview you'll see only on 8.
Yeah, Mark, Lisa Kepler says this appeal brings back the emotion and the anger, but she says this is also an opportunity for healing.
I'm kind of at a loss because I love my dad. I do, and I have forgiven him.
Time has taught Lisa Kepler compassion towards her father, who for years she didn't care what happened to him.
When he was first sentenced, I didn't think that it was enough.
A jury sentenced Shannon Kepler to 15 years in prison in 2017 for killing his daughter Lisa's boyfriend, Jeremy Lake. Kepler is now going through an appeal to get out of prison due to the recent Supreme Court tribal land ruling. His attorneys say the state of Oklahoma does not have the jurisdiction to convict him because the crime happened on tribal land.
I don't know what went through his mind.
That's how Lisa reacted in 2014 after the murder. Now 6 years later, her feelings have changed.
I think at this point that enough is enough. You know, I have siblings that are growing up without a father, and he wasn't a bad dad.
Lisa tells me she has PTSD after testifying in her father's murder trial and seeing her boyfriend killed. She says she's torn on his appeal. She says she loves her father, but knows there has to be justice.
I used to get told growing up, you do the crime, you pay the time. People can't just get away with things like that.
It's not anything that was unexpected. Certainly from our perspective, we knew that that was going to be an issue. It was going to be raised.
Tulsa County District Attorney Steve Kunzweiler was anticipating the appeal. He says this is just one of the many criminal cases he's tried that can now be handed over to the U.S. Attorney's Office.
It's a heavy burden to lay on these victims' families. I mean, from their perspective, I don't think I'd like to be going through what they're going through.
A case that could open up old wounds. Wounds that Lisa Kepler says are far from being closed.
Just because I have forgiven him doesn't mean that he's forgiven me.
And we've reached out to Kepler's defense attorneys but have not heard back. Live downtown, Ethan Hutchins, News Channel 8.